What up, crew? What is up? What is good? Happy freaking Thursday. Happy freaking Thursday. Hope you guys had an awesome day. If you are chilling in chat, if you're hanging out, say what's up. Say what's up. Just gotta pull some stuff up real quick. Wouldn't say I'm unprepared for today, but I would say I'm feeling less prepared than I normally feel on agency therapy day. So bear with me for just a second here. I know there's some people that are wanting to jump in, so we'll let that happen here. Post a little message in Discord. Make sure all the fam gets in, you know? Gotta take care of the fam. So important. So important. Thursdays are the best, man. Content day. Tyler was over earlier. We shot content for most of the day. It was fantastic. Got a lot done. Got a lot done. Okay, I'm gonna post this real quick and then we'll be ready. We got some good stuff to cover today. A lot of good stuff. We're talk about my content strategy because Thursdays are always for content, right? So let's talk about it a little bit. Kind of take you through what we're doing, the strategy that we're implementing in our consultancy. Maybe you can implement it into your agency. There's a lot going on with it, so it'll take a second to break down. Okay, so if you guys have questions on the content strategy, feel free to drop those in chat. Speaking of chat, drop a comment. Let me know that you're hanging. And then also, if you guys have questions as we go along, you can of course ask them. Don't forget 6 o'clock, so an hour from now, we will be opening up the Discord room. So if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. It's the freaking place to be. The Agency Therapy Discord. It's a good time. Second thing we're going to cover today, breaking down operational lanes. Wow, I've never heard of a more exciting topic than breaking down agency operational lanes. And then lastly, we're going to be doing some peer tweet reviews. Should be super exciting on that one. I pulled some of my favorite entrepreneurs from the agency space, some tweets that they posted. We'll just be going through them. Some really good points have been brought up this week, so I thought it would be cool for us to go through some of those points, some of those tweets, and just talk about it a little bit. So let's freaking dive in, baby. But overall, today has been fantastic. Excited to be here. The energy is feeling good. I was feeling a little tired earlier today, but I feel a little bit better now. Feeling ready. Ready to rock. So before I do that, I just want to pull up the chat real fast because I tend to lose track of it. So I want to make sure I don't lose track of it. And if you guys have comments, questions, concerns, epiphanies, I'm not leaking the vlog, Dean, okay? I can't do it. I can't leak it yet. I already leaked it to you. You already saw part of it. All right. All right, we're rocking, baby. We're rocking. Let me just make sure no one's in Discord real quick. If someone's in Discord, I gotta hunt them down. Okay, no one's here. Beautiful. That's how I like it. I like it when no one's in Discord and everyone's on the YouTube channel. All right, let's freaking jam, baby. Let's freaking jam. Oh, I don't think I told anyone this. We have freaking sponsors for agency therapy now, and I'm super stoked to talk about them. So this first segment brought to you. Wait for it. Brought to you by the one and only Kaizen freaking Media, baby. First segment. Thank you, Kaizen, for sponsoring this segment. It is perfect because it's content strategy. That's what we're chatting about. And so essentially, our partnership with Kaizen Media has been super strong. They do all of our post production for Hydra. So you guys have to check them out. We've all been there before. We have to decide if we should double our ad spend or finally commit to making content. Save your ad spend and invest in content team that knows and understands the agency space because they do know it in and out. Okay. And a team that works with the likes of ourselves, Lead Jolt, John Danes. Remember John Danes? He used to come to these all the time. He doesn't come anymore though. That's fine though. I'm not mad about it. Right Hook Digital and others in this industry. So if you guys are looking to get some saucy content, man, you got to hit up Kaizen. They're a dedicated team helping entrepreneurs all over the country grow their social presence without getting through the headache of hiring an editor, because we know that that can be expensive, and kind of overcoming the hurdles keeping you from making money from your social media. So they help me a ton. They help me with scripting. They help me with posting. They help me with editing. They take a lot of work off of our back. Normally, they have they're a little bit more expensive, but they're offering kind of a special pricing entry packages starting at $600 per month, typically $899. So it'll include 15 TikTok edits in Reels, which is super generous, weekly coaching calls, and then you also get access to their Kaizen University. So check them out, kaizenmedia.io/pricing. Okay, and you guys can go check that out. Okay, it's a solopreneur package. It's ideal. Wow, I feel so official reading an ad on my on my live stream. Freaking ridiculous. All right, guys, let's freaking jump into it. Let's talk about content strategy today. Content strategy. You guys know where I'm going with this. Gotta go to Miro. Has to happen. Okay. Ooh. You guys feel the heat? Gotta get a little sip real quick. All right. Content strategy. Let me grab one of these real fast. Okay. Talking content, baby. What are we doing? What are we working on? Working on a bunch of different stuff, actually. So let's chat about it for a second. So styles of content that we're really gravitating towards right now. And I've covered part of this in an earlier stream, but I'm going to cover it again. That way you guys just get the full content experience, okay? Twitter. This is where we start, in my opinion. This is like the lowest leverage, lowest hanging fruit that you could possibly utilize to get content going. It's got great organic reach. It's got a great community of e-commerce agency owners. The average person in Twitter that uses Twitter makes roughly around 70 to 80K per year, which is much higher than any other platform out there. So it's a platform that has more entrepreneurs and people that are essentially making more money that could potentially buy your service. So with that being said, I love Twitter as like the place where I would push people to get started. Highly recommend it. And what we're doing on Twitter right now, and I think I've explained this before, but once again, explaining it again inside of Twitter, the biggest thing that you can do here is just start engaging with other people, okay? So engagement. What do I mean by that? Well, there's the classic retweet. The retweets are nice, but not where I normally go. Where you're gonna see the most power is the quote retweet. Okay, the quote retweet is phenomenal. It allows you to drop another another 2 cents on top of what they just posted. So you have a tweet, you resonate with it, and you want to drop another 2 cents on top of it. You utilize the quote retweet to just add a little extra flair to the tweet. That way it's not like you're just retweeting it, it just seems kind of lazy, right? You're adding a little bit extra on top of it. It gives them value, it gives other people value. It works extremely well. It gets more attention, it tends to get more likes, and the people that you're quote retweeting tend to refollow you more often. Cool. What software are you using in this live stream? Bunch of different things. We're using Stream Elements for our overlays. We're using OBS for the actual like stream itself. And then the whiteboard is called Miro. Miro.com. Miro.com. No affiliations there. They're not sponsored, okay? They haven't paid me anything yet, but it is a great app. I do like it. Okay, so quote retweets. Check. Second thing, okay, if you're not going to do the quote retweets, go in there and start commenting on stuff. Boom. Commenting. Super easy way to gain some traction. Once again, you're just throwing your 2 cents inside of someone's thread, inside someone's tweet, and then it will get you some really good traction. So if you were to do like the bare minimum, you will gain followers from doing these two things here. Quote retweeting and commenting. Simple. So if you're like, Josh, I don't want to do a whole lot. Great. Freaking start right here. Okay? So start there, and you'll be good to go. Okay, I thought there was another question. There wasn't. Okay, so engagement. That's the first part of Twitter. Okay, the second part of Twitter is going to be threads. Okay, threads are absolutely crucial to your ability to create more content and to start to position yourself as an expert in the field. Okay, so this helps with expert positioning. Super crucial. I'm gonna make that a different color because it looks nice. Okay, expert positioning. Let's zoom in a little bit. This is what threads do. It makes you a leader in this space. So it's crucial that you guys create at least threads. And once again, at a bare minimum, if you just create threads, you'll gain some followers. Now, not every thread's gonna take off. I, for like 6 months, just pounded into Twitter. And I only have like 1,000 followers on Twitter. I don't have a whole lot, but it's grown substantially. Like I've had a few tweets that have really popped off, especially from threads. Okay, so threads are absolutely crucial, and inside of threads you can also do like some free resources. That tends to help get some traction. So a free resource is really nice to throw in there. Source, that's how you spell it. Okay, so free resources, super helpful. Okay, what else is good for threads? Oftentimes like past experience threads are good too. Okay, like mistakes you made and how you adapted, how you fixed those pieces. So there's a bunch of different styles of threads you can make, but like these ones have done well for me, and this is where I would recommend starting. So if you can create a free resource, you could even collect some emails off of it as well through a funnel. Awesome. I would recommend potentially doing that. Threads. Okay, and then if you're really feeling saucy on the Twitter action as of recently, you can go ahead and do a bunch of other tweets as well. So Twitter was really created for just like your thoughts, right? Like just dropping thoughts into your everyday life, right? So like your everyday life thoughts going into like a social media platform. So daily thoughts, these are like your 1 to 2 sentence things. In my opinion, this stuff is just like noise. Okay, this isn't like anything important. This isn't groundbreaking information. This is just something to feel the quiet space. Conan, what's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. This is the stuff that we're going to utilize to fill the space, fill the gaps in between the threads, the things that are really going to help us grow our engagement on Twitter. Okay, and I like good morning tweets are really easy. So like what I'll do is I'll go through and make all my good morning tweets super simple to go through and make those. It's like good morning, to the people that are up early and getting their workout in, stuff like that. People can expect it. It's easy, gets good engagement. Okay, it at least shows that you're trying, right? And so daily thoughts, just like random 1 to 2 sentence type tweets that you can put out. But I would say like these are the important ones up here. Okay, right here. Those are the really important ones. I don't know how to highlight those, but okay, threads, engagement. If you're doing those two, you'll grow. The daily thoughts, if you're just doing this, it doesn't work very well. People aren't going to really catch on to it. Like it's not delivering value. That's what people, especially in the entrepreneurship world, jump into Twitter for, is to like get some good value from it. Okay, so this is how I'm currently doing Twitter. As far as how much I'm tweeting, I scaled it up. So overall, I've been doing 2 to 3 threads per week. Okay, so 2 to 3 threads per week. That is normally a good amount. And threads take a little bit of time to make. I would say most threads will take like 10 to 15 minutes to like really write out and organize. What else do we do? The filler tweets, normally I'm doing like 3 to 4. Oops, it's an equal sign. 3 to 4 filler. Oh my gosh, filler tweets a day. Okay, so just kind of like the noise that I kind of fill in between all of the threads and whatnot. Okay, so some days I don't even post threads. Like you don't want to. I don't post threads every day. It is a lot of work to write threads. So just just be self-aware of that. Okay, so 2 to 3 threads per week, 3 to 4 filler tweets, and then the last thing is I try to go on there and engage for like at least like 15 minutes a day. So whatever I can get done in 15 minutes. This is like when I'm just sitting on the couch, using the bathroom, whatever it is, like easy stuff, 15 minutes of engagement, super quick. I'm not spending a whole lot of time engaging, but I try to jump on there at least once a day, do 15 minutes of engagement. That way I can get my quote retweets in and I can get my commenting in. And normally you can get like 6 to 8, quote retweets, commenting during that time frame. So this is the Twitter strategy right here. Okay, making sense? Can I get some thumbs up, some ones in the chat if that is vibing with you? It's not vibing with you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just gonna have to figure it out then. Okay, so that's Twitter. What else are we doing right now? Actually, I want to wait for that. All right, what else are we doing? We are doing short freaking form content. Short form content. Rocking and rolling. Okay. All right, on the short form content. And there's going to be a couple different pieces to this. Let's make this a different color. You guys cool with that? Let's go. You guys cool with this weird looking pinkish color? I don't even know what color that is. All right. So short form content. Okay. We got the classic Reels, TikToks. I haven't really posted to Shorts yet. I don't really know how to do it on YouTube. Shorts, I think. You have to teach me how to post on Shorts, Oz. I don't know how to do it, but it's something we should be doing. But right now, Reels, TikToks, those are the main pushes for our short form content. We're doing like some Hormozy style. We have, some like random things that we're doing as well, but like really it's all informational stuff. Also, we will kind of push for the vlog through Reels and TikToks as well. So Reels, TikToks, that's the short form content that we're doing. But where we're getting it from exactly, well, we'll shoot during a week, roughly, probably like 5 to 7 individual Reels, okay? So 5 to 7 per week. And this is all batched, by the way. This is not like me just going off the cuff. We batch all of this. Okay, so 5 to 7 Reels, TikToks per week. These are individual. Okay, just put in parentheses here, individual. Okay, so 5 to 7 per week, individual Reels that we're shooting. Okay, now we're also doing long form content, and I'll show you how that works in just a second and how it feeds into more Reels, more TikToks for us. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else that I really want to say about Reels and TikToks and Shorts. It's relatively simple. We're kind of just like regenerating some ideas that we see as well. And then we're trying to create some of our own too. So like we've been doing like the escalator talk or whatever. We've only done one of them, but that's gonna be like one of our continuous forms of content we put out is like escalator talk. We got on an escalator. From the time that we ride the escalator from the bottom to the top, we drop some sort of content bomb, right? So that's kind of the idea. Do like little shticks like that. It'll help, it'll help give something to the audience to expect. Okay, so. That's short form content, relatively simple, and I'll show you how long form will feed into this in just a second. Okay. All right. Long form content. Okay. What are we doing for long form content? Well, we got a couple things going on right now. Okay. Let's turn this to a green. Okay. Greenish. For the long form content, we're doing 2 different things. Okay. And you're participating in one right now. Congratulations. Thank you for being a part of my content. Making my dreams come true. Okay? Live streams. Boom. Okay? Second thing we're doing, I'll go deeper into live stream in just a second. Second thing we're doing is the vlogs. Okay? I was very hesitant to do the vlogs because I know what it takes to do vlogs well. I can tell you our first few we did not do extremely well. there's a lot of improvement, and there still is a lot of improvement. It's like vlogs are about storytelling, right? And so this is something that Oz and I've been talking a lot about. Is like you need kind of like these three segments to these vlogs, right? Which is there's like an act 1, 2, and 3. There's a setup, there's a conflict, and then there's a resolution. And if you watch like Casey Neistat, for example, you're gonna notice that this is how he does his vlogs. Okay, he has some sort of setup, some sort of introduction, some sort of conflict. Okay, or the setup leads into the conflict, and then some sort of resolution to the conflict where, you know, there's like a hero that is brought in, and there's a fix to whatever that conflict is. And he does a really good job of really nailing this almost every time he shoots any type of content. So this is what we're trying to get better at. We're not great at it yet, but we're working on it, and we're getting better. Okay, so vlogs, one thing that we're really leaning into. Okay, hard to do, hard to execute, but it's fun. I do really enjoy it. It just takes a lot of mental bandwidth to make sure like you're putting together the storyline in the appropriate ways. Okay. Now the second thing that we're doing is the live streams. Okay, once again, you're participating in the live stream currently. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Okay, and these live streams are essentially able to like chop down into short form content. Yo, Nicholas Reed in the building. What up, brother? Hope you're doing well. I love you. So these live streams, we can take this specific, like I will literally make this a reel right here, what I'm doing right now. Okay, and I will take this and maybe I'll do like the entire Twitter side of it, right? Like this is what we're doing on Twitter, and this is why it's important. And I'll take that, turn it into like a 30-second clip, and post it on wherever. Okay, pre-hockey agency therapy. That's what I like to hear. As in like you're going to play hockey, Kevin, or there's an NHL game on and you're watching the NHL game. Both sound incredibly fun, but just curious on what it is that you're pre-hockeying. Is it your own game, or is it who is it? Avalanche and someone else? Rangers, something like that. I don't know. I don't follow hockey too closely. So long form content, live streams, vlogs. Then we're able to take this and move it into TikToks and Reels. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, your men's league. Your man's league. Love that. Sounds like fun. Okay. So live streams bleeds into Reels and TikTok. So really, we could probably be producing 10 Reels per week. It's pretty wild. Like how much content like this format actually shoots out. Now, something that we have also been doing is I've been taking some of my best engaged tweets and putting them into a Reel or TikTok. And how we're doing this is, let me pull up my Instagram real quick. How we're doing this, and I'm sure you guys saw this, okay, is we're putting it into this type of format, which is kind of pretty dope. Okay, so we're getting some sort of B-roll shots. So like this is downtown Nashville. We actually shot this ourselves, but you could go and download your own B-roll from, you know, some stock footage library, just like this. You could put an overlay on top of it. So I put like a black box over top of it and increase the opacity so you can kind of see through it. So you can still see the background, but the white really pops out when you do that, okay? And so what we do is I erase the background on the actual tweet, and then you just put it over top. And it does really well. And what I do is I'll put like a really popular song over top of it. This one was, what's his name? He just came out with a new album. Post Malone. So Post Malone was on this one, and it did exceptionally well. As far as engagement goes, we got 457 likes, which is kind of bananas, but the comments were a little bit low, so we posted a new reel a few minutes ago. It's pretty funny for the vlog dropping tomorrow. But anyway, that's that. So this is pretty much the entire content setup right now. I don't think we're doing anything else. Let me think for a second. Short form, long form, Twitter. Those are the main ones. We're thinking about dabbling into LinkedIn a little bit, and the only thing I really want to do on LinkedIn is repurpose Twitter content there, and then be able to do some outreach there, because like you can find the type of people that you're looking for and just hit volume. So there's some automated software we're kind of looking into right now. Keep you guys in the loop on that. We're not diving into it quite yet, but eventually we'll hopefully get there. So Kevin, I run the team. Need my systems dialed in for those hooligans. Yeah, good luck with that, dude. Trying to get those systems dialed in for a hockey team. Couldn't imagine, man. Couldn't imagine. All right, content. Does that sound good? You guys cool with that? You guys have questions about content? Any questions? Guys feeling good? It's cool if you don't have questions. All right, guys, that segment brought to you by Kaizen Media, the market leader in editing content, post-production content for digital marketing agencies just like you. Okay. Utilize them. Love them. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Let's move on to our next segment. You guys ready for it? I'm going to be breaking down the agency lanes. Okay. And we're going to go high level with this. I'm not going to get too nitty gritty on it. And you guys are probably like, what the heck are the agency lanes? The operational lanes of the agency. And it's good to get macro for a second on this, because I think it's good to understand like how the operation looks as a whole. And I think it'll hopefully bring some clarity into like holes in your agency, hopefully, that you're like, dang, like I didn't really think of it like this, or like I didn't really think of like how our agency currently runs. So let's dive into it. And guys, we've got a second sponsor. Can you believe it or not? Can you freaking believe it? Our second sponsor today, love these guys, Sellers Funding. We love the guys over at Sellers Funding. They're a global financial technology company on a mission to empower growth for e-commerce sellers by providing the most comprehensive suite of financial solutions. In today's digital world, e-commerce is unquestionably reshaping the retail industry, and small and medium e-commerce businesses operating in this space are the main force in driving this change. As entrepreneurs pave the way for new brands and unique business opportunities are created, it's only natural that a need for a tailored financial infrastructure emerges, and that's where Sellers Funding comes in. Their digital platform delivers a suite of financial solutions that make growing your business, your e-commerce business, by streamlining your ability to sell almost anywhere in the world, whether you're looking to get capital to scale your business, launch new products, and expand into new markets, or a cash management solution to help you improve your operational performance. They are here to make your life easier, save you time and money, and help you achieve success. Freaking A. Sellers Funding, thank you for sponsoring this segment. We're pumped about it. You guys, check out Sellers Funding, especially if you're an agency owner. You guys need to get to know these guys extremely well, because if you've ever had this happen to you, of like you either lose a client or you can stop making progress with the client because they don't have the funding for marketing, or they don't have the funding to continue to fuel their supply chain because you did such a good job on their marketing efforts that they freaking sold out of product, and they're out of product and they don't have the cash to like refill a larger order for what they're trying to sell, right? We've all run into it before, and so Sellers Funding helps with that. So if you guys don't know Sellers Funding, go check them out. They freaking crush the game. They do a ton of funding every single year for e-commerce brands, and they're one of the most trusted brands in the e-commerce game. So if your brands are needing some help, needing some funding, they're the people to go to. Boom. All right. Love it. Let's jump back into it. You guys vibing right now? I'm freaking vibing today. Feels good. All right. Let's talk about the lanes, baby. Operational lanes. Okay. Now, boom. Your agency. That's what we're going to title this. Your agency. Okay. Goes here. And inside your agency, essentially, everyone does this a little bit differently. I say there's 5. Some people say there's more, but some people are wrong. So that's all I'm saying. 5 lanes inside of the agency. Yo, Kevin, thank you. good tunes always. You know, we got to get the lo-fi hip-hop. It's end of the day. You got to like kind of vibe out, chill out a little bit. So have the lo-fi hip-hop on. It's non-copyrighted music, so I don't get the ban on YouTube before even starting, you know. Okay, so let's jam on the 5 agency lanes. Do you guys know what the 5 agency lanes are? Let's get some guesses out there. I need some guesses, otherwise I'm not moving forward. Let's hear it. Come on. Can someone say like one of them? Give me one of them. One of the agency lanes. I gotta know. Daniel, Kevin, Nicholas, if you're still here, Oz, come on, give me an old lane here. No one's gonna guess. Okay. All right. I guess we're just done with the stream today. Okay, I won't do that to you. I won't quit the stream, but we will dive into it deeper. Okay. All right. Let's chatty chat here. What is this song? Growth. That's a great guess, Kevin, but you're absolutely wrong. Kind of. Okay. I gotta fast forward through the song a little bit. Not fast forward, just a little bit. Websites. Lead gen. There you go. Awesome. Lead gen. Love it. Solid guess. Okay, you're right. You're right on that one. Okay, kind of right. Kind of right, kind of wrong. Content. I love how the website guy says websites. Cracks me up. Okay, now my music's just not even playing anymore. And it makes me sad. Okay, we're just gonna start there. Alright. So, 5 lanes. Let's talk on. Daniel's like, I have no freaking clue. What are you talking about, bro? Okay. So, let's start at the very beginning. Okay? Kevin, you're close with lead gen, but it's marketing. Okay? And this isn't like marketing for your clients. This is marketing for you guys. Okay? Let's start broad here. Okay? I don't want to dive into this too deeply yet. Okay? So first one is marketing. Second one is going to be sales. OnlyFans. Yeah, absolutely. OnlyFans. Okay? So marketing, sales. So taking a lead, okay, lead generation from lead to sales. Okay? That's going to be your second lane. Up next, after you sell a client, you of course have fulfillment of your actual service. Okay? Fulfillment. Relatively easy one there. Move this up just a little bit. Okay, and after fulfillment, anyone have any guesses after fulfillment? This is where people can change it up. Okay, but normally this is going to be human resources of some sort. HR for short. Okay, if you guys didn't know that, human resources also goes by HR. If you didn't know that, study up, baby. Okay, and then the last one here, finance. And really, like, these are the main, at least these are the main 5 lanes that I teach. Okay, when it comes to operational alignment. That's right, HR, Daniel. Okay, so marketing, sales, fulfillment, HR, and finance. Okay, this is like what you need to like essentially run your agency. Pretty simple, right? Like from a standpoint of like how agencies actually operate, this is it. Like if you think about like e-commerce businesses, they have like some other cogs in here, which I guess like fulfillment can cover a pretty broad spectrum of things, but like you have things like supply chain and like delivery methods. Like there's more to like service-based businesses are usually relatively simple, which is I absolutely love because it makes them a lot more scalable. See you, Kevin. Love you, bro. Appreciate you. See you next week. Well, I'll see you probably Friday because we'll jump on our workshop together. But okay, so let's dive deeper into marketing. Okay, so starting on the very far left-hand side here. So inside of marketing, this is normally going to kind of split into a couple different buckets. Buckets like Steph Curry. Okay. A lot of times you'll have organic methods of marketing. You'll have paid methods of marketing, getting Slack messages. You have cold, which I guess you could technically call organic, but I like to separate it. Okay, cold methods if you're into that type of thing. Okay, and so these are oftentimes like a lot of the main ones that you'll see in agencies as far as like marketing methods go. Now, of course, this splits into a bunch of other things, right? So organic could split into Twitter. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, this could split into Twitter. This could split into Instagram. This could split into YouTube. Organic is a mile long, right? So there's a bunch of different efforts that you could branch under your organic method. Okay, same thing with paid. You could be doing paid on Facebook, on Google, on YouTube. You could be doing it on Pinterest. You could be doing it all over the place. Like you could pay for, you could pay for marketing on so many different platforms. Okay, and you would branch that under there. And lastly, you got cold here. And cold, like once again, kind of runs into organic a little bit because sometimes you do organic prospecting through Instagram, right? So you could say that that's technically an organic method. Also you could house referrals under organic. But cold, oftentimes most people think of email, so you can house email under there as well. So these are really your main marketing methods. I don't know if I missed any there. If I missed one, shoot a message in chat, and I can add one in there. But these are normally going to be like the main structures, okay, of your marketing methods. Okay, so hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. I'm just going to organize this a little bit better because it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly how I had it set up before. It was kind of hurting my brain. Okay, these are the main ones here. Is that making sense so far? And I don't know if this is like too simple. When I figured this out, I was like, dang. I was like, okay, respect. Okay, and these will branch off into a bunch of other ones. Okay. Hope you guys are vibing with that. Okay, sales. Very similar but different. Okay, very similar but different. So sales, essentially it's like that pass off, right? So, inside of marketing as well, like you need to learn about how you're taking them from a lead and transitioning them into sales, because this happens here, right? This happens right here. So marketing gets passed into sales, okay? Like the leads have to get into sales. So you have to build systems out here for how this transition actually happens, okay? Cool, Daniel. So on the sales side, once again, there's a bunch of different things that could potentially be in here, but oftentimes you'll see things like it kind of depends. However you have your sales system set up, sometimes like discovery, okay? Discovery phases. Sometimes you'll have like nurturing phases in there as well, but we'll just say discovery for now. Maybe you have like a second call close or something, discovery, and then second call. And there's a bunch of other stuff that goes in here as well, but like this is like some of the main stuff that we kind of talk about when it comes to our sales department. Okay. Also, you might have like things like your CRM in here. Okay, how is that being managed? You can really start to bolster up your sales department by building out all of the different items that fall under your operation in sales, right? Okay. Something else that you might want to put in here is like, yeah, like managing your CRM, but like, what about follow-ups? How do we do follow-ups? And this is the beginning of like system building here, guys. This is how you start to realize, oh, this is what I need systems around. And like follow-ups is such a prime example, in my opinion, of, oh, I take, after we talk to a call and we don't close them, but they're like, yeah, like I'm interested, I just not right now. Okay, if it gets to that point, then okay, great. Like, how do follow-ups happen? Okay, well, maybe we send a follow-up every 30 days, or if it's not 30 days, maybe it's every 60 days. But like, how does that happen? Do we set up automations inside of our CRM? Do we get text messages? Do we get emails saying, hey, go follow up with this person? Could be. Okay, so I just kind of realized my was in the corner. So I just put myself in the corner. Okay, so sales. Once again, a bunch of other stuff that could probably fall in here. This is like just top of the head type stuff. So, of course, there will be more to it than just what I showed you there. Okay, so that's sales. Now, sales, of course, leads into fulfillment. Okay, you guys with me so far? Sales leads into fulfillment. Dang, I wish I could reverse that. Okay, no worries though. I'll just slide this one over. So sales into fulfillment, and your fulfillment lane. Once again, this is all dependent on the type of agency that you run. Let's utilize a creative agency. Who the hell is this guy? Cream Pie Lars. Do you consider baldness as a scourge and one of the curses from the old gods? You know, the fact that your name's Cream Pie Lars, I'll tell you this. I would say some of the most successful people in the world are bald. So that's what I would have to say. Okay? That's what I would have to freaking say. And that's it. That's all I have to say about it. But I appreciate the comment, man. I freaking love you. Alright, so fulfillment. Okay, let's chat about it. So let's use like a content studio as an example here. You're gonna have a bunch of different fulfillment lanes in this. So you might have something like you know, that pass off from sales to fulfillment here. You're probably gonna start with something like pre-production, okay, or I'm sorry, onboarding. That's normally gonna come first. Okay, everyone has this, so like no matter what your agency is, you're gonna have onboarding as one of them. Okay. After that, and it might look something like this, where it's actually in order, and it just like tiers down after that. But onboarding, it might go into like pre-production after that, pre-pro for short, and then after pre-production, it might go into production. And after that, it'll go into post, and then after that, it'll go into delivery. And then maybe after this, comes back over here to sales for resigns. Okay. This is something that's kind of separate. You guys vibing with that? You never know what's gonna happen in here. I don't even know who this guy is, but I absolutely love it. Johnny Sins is bald. That's true. He is. Most successful person I know, to be completely freaking honest. So, but anyway, falls back after delivery back into resign. So this could be part of your fulfillment system, but each of these is going to branch off into something bigger, right? So your onboarding system, it's not just onboarding, okay? There's a lot that goes into onboarding for a creative studio, okay? So there's a lot going on here. You have to break these down. You know, I feel like there is a ton going into baldness. So, you know, I don't know if Big Pharma would actually do anything more, but I mean, I feel like it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I feel like there's people just raking it in on baldness. So, I don't know. Maybe they could do more. Maybe they could do more. All right, so that's fulfillment. You guys vibing with that too? Hopefully. All right, human resources. That's what Keeps is for, dude. Yeah, 100%. Keeps and what's the other one? What's the other e-commerce brand? Keeps is a really big one. There's one more though. I can't remember what it's called though. If you guys remember, drop it in the chat. Okay. Human resources. Okay, we don't have to go too deep into this because I never really ran, but like ran the human resources department, or didn't run it effectively or efficiently. But a lot of times, like a lot of this is going to start like hiring. Okay. Firing. What else goes into this? I don't know. You guys know kind of like the normal HR shit. That's kind of the main gist. The Logan Paul of agencies, the Johnny Sins of agencies. Shoot. Kind of right about it. Okay, so human resources, hiring, firing, all that jazz. Okay, I would say, like, I'm not saying this is not important when you're first starting an agency. It is, but like these are the three things that you really need to lock in first. Like if you don't have, you know, a way to attract clients, if you don't have a way to sell to clients, if you don't have a way to fulfill for clients effectively, dude, like you're never gonna get to like the human, like an effective human resources department, right? So I would say like this is like something that comes a little bit later down the line. And then the last piece is kind of like finance. So for the financial side, okay, monthly financial reviews, okay, might be something that you might want to do, maybe, okay. You should probably look at your P&L every once in a while, okay. How you doing your taxes? Gotta pay old Uncle Sam, unless you know of a different way. If you don't, DM me. Probably would be helpful, okay. Payroll, which payroll could kind of fit under human resources or finance, doesn't really matter. But payroll, okay. These are all things that we should probably have some sort of system around. A lot of them are automated, right? So, I mean, taxes aren't automated, but like payroll, you can make that extremely automated. It's pretty simple to get it locked in. So that is the 5 lanes. Pretty simple. This makes it look simple. Of course, there's more complexity than just this, but like really, it is a simple business to run. It's just you have to be very conscious about like the key levers, right? And the key levers being here at the beginning, marketing, sales, fulfillment. Like guys, like build your systems around this first, and then you can worry about this stuff, a little bit later. Probably build your payroll system. That might be helpful. Retention, 100%. I would consider retention over here in fulfillment, right? Which maybe it could be human resources. That's the thing, is like you have flexibility with this of like where you actually put things, but like as long as it's there, right? So we'll just fit it over here for now, human resources. But absolutely, retention. Things like team building, weekly one-on-one calls, team management. Yeah, exactly. Like human resources also could fit, your team meetings, right? All very important stuff, okay? So definitely, I'm kind of going off the cuff and off the top of my head, so I'm, of course, going to miss a few things, but this is where I would start if I were you guys in starting like an agency. Okay, so marketing, sales, fulfillment, these ones become very important, and then these ones I would kind of build second. So hopefully that is helpful. Boom, segment number 2, freaking done. We're rolling today. What time is it? 5:48. Okay, we got 12 minutes for our last segment. Okay, and that segment, guys, brought to you by Sellers Funding. Thanks, Sellers Funding. Appreciate you guys. You're the freaking best. Okay. So if you guys have questions on this a little bit further, just let me know. Happy to chat on that a little bit more. Bye, Nicholas. Love you. Much love. See ya on the next one. Tell your friends about it. Bye. All right. Up next, we got some tweets, baby. And there's no unfortunately, we only have two sponsors, so there's only 2 sponsors right now. Okay, so we got some peer-reviewed tweets from some of the homies in the space. Love to see it. Okay, first one that we're going to be talking about, Mr. Ray Johnston. Same last name, so I had to put him first. So if you guys don't know Ray is the COO, C something O. He's one of the co-founders of Right Hook Digital. Dude is a baller gangster, a ball gangster, okay? But he put out this tweet: in the next 12 months, there will be an influx of marketing talent looking/needing jobs. I'm seeing a trend with our recruiting of people coming back asking for open spots. So for those of you that are kind of like in the hiring phase right now, this is something that an agency that has roughly 100 to 120 people is kind of seeing on their side. So a lot of people looking for jobs in the marketing world. So if you've been really on the search, really on the hunt for people, just know a lot of people coming back in the woodwork for marketing jobs. This is a really good sign from someone from a larger agency that good talent is out there. You just got to continue to search for it. So if you're having a hard time hiring people, if you're having a hard time finding talent, try harder. No, kidding. There seems to be a trend of people coming back into the job market for specifically marketing jobs. So if you're missing out on that ad buyer, just know they're still there. They're still out there, and they're getting ready to come on your team. Okay. Next one, Mr. Cody Wittick. And I don't remember exactly what Cody does, but he always seems to be someone that's really well versed. If you guys don't follow any of these people on Twitter, would highly recommend that you follow them. A lot of these guys are just extremely well versed, Cody being one of them. There's a reason why offering cash for reviews is illegal. Why should it be different for influencers? Well, hot take here. Let's make pay per post illegal and keep influencer marketing organic and honest. It's a hot take, in my opinion. It's one of those things that I get where he's coming from, but I don't think it's anything that will ever be pushed as illegal. I just don't ever see it happening. But I mean, you never know. Could happen. But I just don't see it happening. But I understand like what he's saying here. At the end of the day, like people probably haven't even tried the product, so why? Like they're just pushing it just to push it, and it could be a crap product. They could have awful fulfillment. It could be something that is essentially it's just not a good product. And so why would influencers push it if they don't believe in the product? So what he's saying is, hey, influencers should organically say, this is a great product, you guys should support it, like true influencer marketing used to be before influencers started raking in cash to start doing influencer marketing. So I know that would probably make a lot of people angry. I got a lot of friends in the influencer marketing space, but hot take, hopefully it doesn't happen, because I think it would put some people out of work. But it would shake up marketing for sure. So good take, Cody. Mr. Michael used to be a regular at Agency Therapy, but his Bible studies on Thursdays, and when we made the change, unfortunately he couldn't make it. So hopefully he catches this recording and he sees that he's been featured in here. If you're so good at booking high quality sales calls through paid ads, then why are you in my DMs and not on my feed? Woo-hoo. This one got me. I was actually laughing out loud at this tweet because it's so true. People DM me all the time like, hey, we can get you more booked high quality sales through paid ads. And it's like, okay, like why? Like if you're so good at it, why are you shooting me a DM? Like I should have seen your ad instead of you getting DM. But on the other hand, I understand like, dude, you have to have multiple lead sources. So it's like you got a team doing some cold DMs, you got a team doing the paid ads. So I get it, but also just kind of a fire tweet. If you guys don't follow Michael, go give him a follow at Shreibs, 2 underscores, not just 1, 2, because apparently Shreibs with 1 underscore was taken. Shoot. But kind of a fiery take. If you guys don't follow Michael, he always has some fiery tweets. They're pretty funny. Speaking of influencer marketing, Mr. Joshua Durham. Joshua's here in Nashville. It's a good dude. Running an agency is effing hard. Don't let anyone tell you different. Yeah, 100%. So I wanted to like share this one specifically because, dude, running an agency is so hard. It is not an easy task to do. So just know you're not freaking alone. Running an agency is hard, and you guys are doing an excellent job, and people need your service. And don't settle for just an average life. Go after it. Build a great agency. Build a great team. Make the money you want to make. But just know it's effing hard along the way. And Mr. Ray said the same thing, 100%. Bryce, second that. Okay, so guys, people struggle building their agency. Trust me, I know so many agency owners that it's like they generate a ton of revenue, but it's still hard. Like when you hit $1 million, it doesn't get easier. I promise you that. So just know it stays difficult even when you scale, even when you feel that like other people are so far ahead of you, they still have their own struggles and they have a hard time running their agency. Mr. Alex Machuca, one of my favorite people to follow on Twitter. This man shoots some fire from his fingertips. If you're not willing to do more than you're being paid for, you'll never be paid for more than you're currently doing. This is one of my favorite quotes. It's not the first time that I've heard it, so Alex, I love you, but you gotta be more original, man. No, I'm just kidding. No, I absolutely love this quote, and every time I see it, I have to like it because it's so true. And this is something that when I was working for other people, I always was willing to do more than I was being paid for. And very rarely did I ever ask for a raise. Actually, I still don't think I really ever asked for a raise in any of my jobs. They were always earned. They weren't just given because I asked for them. And so if you're not willing to do more than you're being paid for, you'll never be paid more or more than you're doing. Such a good quote. Absolutely agree and align with it. 10 out of 10 quote. Okay, Nick Terrio. What up, dude? What a handsome man. What a handsome man. I'd rather spend a couple thousand a month on top of the line food than buy a Lamborghini. LOL. True. Dude, like, I'm someone that, which, if you can afford a Lamborghini, chances are you can probably afford top of the line food, but, dude, food is life, man. You know, gotta enjoy your meals. Okay? I don't know. I just like the tweet, so I throw it in here. Okay? So, getting a nice little thumbs up for me. Alright, let's move on to Tommy Clark. He said, okay, guys, hear me out. LinkedIn. So, posted a little bit on LinkedIn, so I feel like LinkedIn gets knocked a lot. I knock it all the time. I just do not enjoy the platform a ton. But he posted this on LinkedIn. Social media does not equal content creator. Content creator does not equal video editor. Video editor does not equal graphic designer. And does not equal influencer manager. Does not equal copywriter. Why are you still hiring as if it's all one job? It got a ton of likes. It's actually an incredibly positioned post. So it deserved to get a lot of attention. But essentially he's jumping in there and just saying, hey, this isn't dead yet. This ain't dead yet. Even though I just do not enjoy LinkedIn. It's just horrible to go in there. So, but great insights on, you know, knowing that, hey, we can still get organic reach through LinkedIn if necessary. And then Frazier came down here and said it's great until you don't post for a day and then your reach turns to shit. Which is true. You have to be extremely consistent on LinkedIn, hence why I don't really do it much, because it's just a frustrating platform. I just don't like going in there and having 30 DMs and all of them are like, hey, great to connect with you. I noticed that you're an entrepreneur and I want to sell you life insurance. No thanks. Mr. Ash, if you guys don't follow Ash, Ash is once again another dude. I can't remember what he does. I think he owns Avi, that's where he's from. I think that's him. Yeah, Avi. OBVI e-commerce brand. They're super successful. They crush it. But he always does some awesome tweets. So go follow Ash. He's a super cool dude. Had a chance to meet him at Geek Out in Miami. Love the dude. But anyway, don't get me wrong. I love Notion HQ, but sometimes you just need to write down your daily checklist on a piece of paper. I love it. You know, don't get me wrong. Notion is freaking fire. I love it. For just like an area that you can like put a checklist down or just take notes and kind of ideate, brainstorm. It's a really great place to do all of those things. But hey, sometimes you got to keep it simple, and I appreciate that. So love that, Ash. Crush that tweet. And of course we got Dr. Mosey. Have to put the Hermose in here at least once. I don't get the respect I deserve. And then he said, reframe, I'd rather be underrated than overrated. And then deeper reframe, who said I should deserve anything to begin with? Absolutely love it, man. Hermose's just always like, gotta earn it, right? That's like 10 out of 10. That's like Hermose. It's like, you earn everything, like respect isn't deserved, it's always earned, right? Which has been something that, you know, I've been saying for a long time, and I can't remember who I heard it from, but like one of the, someone I used to work with always used to say it. It's like, it used to like piss him off when they say like, oh yeah, like he deserves a raise, or he deserves this, or I deserve this. It's like, no, nothing's ever deserved. Things are earned, right? You earned a raise. You earned time off. You didn't deserve it. You earned it, right? That's like one reframe that I made a while back that I think was a game changer for me, is like using the word earn over deserve, because you don't deserve stuff, you earn it. And then Mr. Greg Hickman, the godfather of agencies. That's what I'm going to start referring Hickman as. He's the godfather of agencies. You'll scale as fast as you can delegate, agree, or disagree. And this is one of those things that you can agree or you can disagree. I don't know. I just threw it in there because I thought it was a good post. And I would say I agree with this. You scale as fast as you can delegate. I'm like trying to think of like all the nuances of like, no, not unless this happens. But couldn't really think of any. So yeah, 100%, man. You got to be able to delegate to scale. So if you guys don't follow Hickman, he's freaking fire, dude. That dude's on another level. And then Mr. Alex, is Alex in the building today? Sometimes he comes, sometimes he doesn't. I guess we'll kind of see. But Alex Steele, stop asking, has anyone tested this? Test it yourself. Hot take from a media buyer. And I think most media buyers would absolutely love this. And I don't think this thread got as much attention as it should have. But Alex crushed this tweet because this is something that I see all the time. Like if you go to like Facebook ad buyers Facebook group, if you go to like any media buying platform, you'll always see this. Has anyone tested this? It's like, go test it yourself. Like, you're not working on the same brand as this other media buyer, so go test it yourself. Okay, so I'm not even a media buyer, and this one shook me to the core. I was like, damn, Alex, like, you're really bringing it. So I appreciated this tweet for him, hence why it's at the end, because I thought it was the best tweet out of all of the tweets of the week, and that is our tweet review. Boom, look at that, ended at 6:01, fire, holy, it's like I planned that almost, rocking. You love to see it, you know? All right, you guys, let's hop into Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord channel yet, well, you gotta do it, okay? The Discord channel is where it happens. Let's open up the Q&A, and let's start rocking. So if you guys have questions about your agency, if you guys have questions about life, which maybe I'm not the best person for life advice, but we can jam inside of the Agency Therapy. Discord is now open, so jump in here, come hang out. We'll answer some questions, and we will wrap it up for the rest of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream so far. Been trying to put together some more topics first. Try to do like 3 topics per stream, and then of course do the Q&A. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed these segments so far. Bring this just chatting overlay back up here. Daniel jumped in. Good to see you, buddy. Cool. Dan, you got any questions for us today? If you do, jump up on stage. We'd love to hear them. Let's get your butt in here if you're around. I don't know who's still around. Seems like there's a couple people still hanging. Danny, I'm trying to bring you up. Let's see if it works. Boom. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. What can I help you with? What? Yeah, did you? So good topics overall today. Good stuff, man. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Real quick, talk for me for a quick second. Give me like. You've been.
Network that you can do online, but it seems like there is some sort of a gap. So if you could talk a little bit about that, about how, like, what kind of value an agency owner can get from conferences.
Yeah, so value that agency owners can get from conferences. Got it. Man, good question. It really depends what you're searching for, and this is what I always tell people when they go into conferences. Is like, you kind of have to go in with a mission, right? And not that like you have an agenda of like, I'm gonna get this from someone. Not the case. Essentially, kind of what we're looking for when it comes to going to any type of event is like, normally like you're gonna look at the speakers, who's gonna be there, who's gonna be speaking, the information you're trying to extract from those speakers. Of like, you'll kind of notice that you'll get information overload at a lot of these events, and so you have to be very intentional about who you're actually paying attention to. And like, of course, you should probably pay attention to everyone, but sometimes it's, you know, your mental bandwidth just can't handle like 6 speakers in a day. So you should go in understanding, hey, I'm gonna really be intently listening to this person, this person, this person, and be able to extract the most out of that. So from a speaker standpoint of like actually consuming content at events, that's the first piece. Now the second piece is the people that you're trying to connect with. Oftentimes, so if you go to like a Geek Out event, not everyone does this, they're normally going to have some sort of like community group that you could see everyone that's going to be at the event before you actually go. And oftentimes, what I will do is I'll browse through the list and I'll say, okay, I want to meet up with Daniel. I want to meet up with Oz. I want to meet up with Shaq. And I will kind of make a list of like things that either I want to ask them or, kind of like points that, I want to really drive home with specific people, because one, I think it's going to, one, it might help them, but it also might help me, right? And so if you're paying a high ticket for this, then you should utilize it to the most, right? And I'm not necessarily going in there and like asking them for something specific, like, hey, like, can you get me clients or whatever? But, you're essentially trying to build the relationship with those people and trying to build rapport and be able to utilize the ability to be in the same room as some of these people to get your name out there and let people understand like who you are, what you're doing, and how you bring value to your clients, right? So that would be the second piece. And then as you continue to go to these things, then these opportunities start to pop up, right? The more you start to see these people, the more these opportunities start to pop up, right? And so for me, like all of last year, I just attended events. I was like, there's no way I'm speaking at any events this year because nobody even knows who I am. And so I started to speak at these events and started to attend them more and more. And I started to get to know the speakers. I started making friends with some of the speakers. I started getting invited back to the events. I started, they started asking me to speak on stage. I was like, sweet, like, it's kind of like a cascading effect. So you have to play it patient, but it starts with just getting in the room and then putting yourself out there as an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Yeah, makes sense. About the second point, when you list the people that might be interesting for you to connect with and so on, how would you go about connecting with them?
About like just when I'm at the event?
Yeah, is it like before the conference, or are you talking about during the conference, or?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Once again, it depends what conference you go to. Sometimes conferences are really great about allowing time in between to like connect with people and do like the community aspect, which is great. Normally, like if someone's like paying attention to a talk, like I'm not like trying to pull them aside and connect with them then. But I would just be very genuine. Like a lot of times you're like, dude, like, yeah, I know who that person is. Like I would love to connect with them. I love that, right? And so what you could do is simply like, for me, like I'm just like brutally honest with people. Like, yo, Daniel, like been following you for quite a while on social media. I just want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Josh, and I really vibe with some of the content that you've been putting out lately. I appreciate all the free value that you give. I just wanted to introduce myself. I run an email marketing agency. I do this, and this. We're working with about 10 clients right now, and we're this is kind of like what we're looking to do over the next year, and just wanted to introduce myself and kind of put my face out there and put my name out there and just get to know you better. And a lot of times people are like, sweet dude, like great to meet you, like and that conversation will kind of expand from there. And then the more that you see these people, the more that they remember you, and it just kind of goes from there.
Yeah, makes sense. So this is something you would do in person, right? When you go to the conference.
Yeah. I mean, the virtual events, like, they just don't have the community aspect, right? So if you're trying to, like, get the information or, like, you're tactically trying to get better, then oftentimes, the streams will work. Like, you could buy, like, just a online ticket. But in my opinion, like, the power comes from the community.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who has who can't really come to a lot of conferences? Like either it's a medical condition, or in my case, I'm just on the other side of the world most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you go about doing kind of the same but more online or on social media?
Yeah, I mean, you have to start building a presence, right? And so part of that is like starting to create your own content. It's hard for people to get to know you if you're not like in the same room as them. Like there is an advantage of like physically being there with people versus building an online presence, right? Relationships are harder to build simply through social media, right? But going to an event essentially just fast forwards things. Can't say it's not impossible, but it is tougher. It is tougher to build community and build relationships that way. So But you have to start somewhere. Like you have to start posting content. You have to start, putting yourself out there. Pretty much on that digital marketplace where you're basically selling yourself and saying, hey, like this is who I am, this is what we're doing, and it's freaking awesome. And you should follow along in my journey because it's going to inspire you.
Yeah. Got it. All right.
Make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah, thanks.
Love it,
Thanks,
dude.
Josh.
Yeah, of course, brother.
Yeah.
Let me know if you have any other questions.
Awesome.
Osman.
Nothing comes to mind. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Daniel. What were you going to say?
Yeah, No. Awesome. I'm done for now. Might
Cool.
have other questions later, but hey, Oz.
Sounds good.
How's it going, Daniel?
Doing great, man. You?
Loving to hear that. I'm very tired, and I have another call after this. I'm so tired. I'm gonna be sleeping like a baby today. I'm ready for the day to come.
Up. On the other side of the world.
That's crazy.
So,
Yeah, it's morning for you over there, right? Right, Daniel?
Yeah, it's 7 a.m.
Well, a little early. That's dedication right there.
That's right.
Got people waking up early for you, Josh.
Well, I appreciate it. Osman, you always have some good questions. Anything today specifically? If not, it's totally cool.
No, but I have a couple questions that I could just rip off the top of my head.
Yeah, hit me.
As far as tracking time, one of the biggest things. So we just hired our first admin support player, and in training, it's overwhelming when you sit down and you're like, okay, I understand this. They're not an entrepreneur, but I can tell that they're overwhelmed.
Sure.
What's a good kind of low barrier kind of process to kind of start them on while I do a time tracking for a week? Because I think that was one of the things that Bo mentioned to me. He's like, just track your time for a week straight and then meet back about it. I don't know. Any helpful insight on that?
Are you asking for her time? Are you tracking her time or your time?
My time.
Okay.
So what I'm dedicating to, so that I know what to hand off that's low risk.
Sure.
Right now.
Yeah, 100%. So, pretty much any the monotonous tasks. So that specific question or that specific position reminds me a lot of Sid's position of taking the brunt of communication. So you are not necessarily client facing as much, right? So communication aspects, fast response times of hey, where's my content? Or, can I get an update on my content? It's sweet. That's something that she can take over easily. She can quickly check in with the team, shoot a Slack message, hey guys, checking in on this, or she can go into the queue and be able to see that it's done or not done, right? So those are things that I would consider low barrier and things that don't necessarily take a ton of training to get someone caught up on. Onboarding would be the second piece. So onboarding new clients, getting them set up in, setting up the client portals, setting up, all of kind of the tech that goes along with delivering your service. All of that should be done by her. The initial phone calls, all of that should be done by her.
Got it.
And I would start there. And that will fill up a decent amount of her workload as you guys continue to grow. And then from there, I'm trying to think of some other things. Delivery, just one thing, if I were to give you guys personal feedback from my standpoint is when when something is done, just organizing, right? Organizing the ClickUp boards, making sure everything's organized appropriately inside of the Google Drive folder, wherever it is, whatever your guys' delivery method is, standardize it and then make sure that she organizes it on a regular basis. So when something's done, it's sweet, I'm gonna go put this in this Drive folder now, and then we're gonna make sure that the client has access to it.
Got it. Dope.
So
That's everything I got.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I would start.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course, dude. Of course. Good stuff, guys. Any other questions? There's only a few of us here today, so not a huge deal, but love if you guys have more questions, we can always hammer them out, but if not, I feel like Oz is exhausted, I'm exhausted. We can end it just a few minutes early and call it a day.
Yeah, I hear you guys. That's how I'm sounding at 8 p.m. sure. Sure, I'm up for it.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. Oz, you got something else?
No, I was just saying, like, yeah, days typically don't feel the slam, but
Ugh.
today's been a special one, you know?
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. Cool. Well, we will end it there today. Guys, I appreciate you coming to Agency Therapy. We do this every week, starting at 5 p.m. on the YouTube channel. Then we jump into Discord around 6 o'clock Central Time. So hope you guys come next week. Leave a like on the YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell so you guys get updates when we're going live every Thursday. So, we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Stay safe. Go crush it. Go grow some agencies.
Later, brother.
See you guys.
Thanks.